I'm seeing a lot of people talk about Lindsey Clancy and Kevin Reddington and how he is with her specifically in the courtroom. So I wanted to pull their charts to see if there was any past life connections that stood out to me. And I don't have either of the birth times. Come up with the birth time for Lindsey, and I do believe she was born roughly around 7:15 in the morning. That would make her a 12th house sun. And the reason why I went with that is because I really felt like the south node needed to be in the 12th house as well, because it would put her north node in the 6th house. And the reason being is because if she has a 12th house sun, that would make her Virgo rising, and her north node being in the 6th house, she was a nurse. So it just made sense that this would be her birth time. Now, again, I don't have it. This is just, I don't know her. So this is an educated guess based on what I know. Some things really stood out to me that I want to dive into. So the first thing that I see is going to be Pluto conjunct her sun. Now his Pluto is at 18 degrees and her sun is also at 18 degrees. So this 20 degrees Leo eclipse that we had is affecting both of them, and it's going to continue to play out really over the next 6 months until we have that next Leo eclipse. Now, the next thing that really stood out to me is going to be her Mercury is at 15 degrees, and it is conjunct his south node, which is 19 degrees. Now, as you can see, that puts his north node in her 7th house, which has to do with legal contracts. Like, I kind of see the 7th house as judge and jury, trial, court, all the things, right? And so this puts his north node, his Mars, his Jupiter, and his Venus all in her 7th house. We also have his sun, which is 19 degrees Aquarius in her 6th house. Now, these are dominant past life connections that really stand out to me when you've got 12th house aspects, Mercury, you know, the nodes, specifically the south node aspects. His sun in the 6th house definitely can see the past life connection. Now, I do feel that they were probably siblings in a past life and agreed to come back into this life to carry on what is happening to help her. Because one thing that I found to be pretty phenomenal is going to be her vertex is at 28 degrees of Capricorn. His Mercury is at 29 degrees of Capricorn. So your vertex signifies significant fated times, fated events, things that are meant to happen that is either going to catapult you. But with having his Mercury there, and it's in her 5th house of children, like she's literally meant to be here to change the shaky foundation that women have received or continue to receive going through the medical field. She's definitely here to bring a lot of change, hence the Pluto conjunct her sun. These two, I do feel, are going to transform what many women, I mean, I have seen so many women come forward and they're speaking their truth and they're owning what they've been through because they've been silenced or told that they were crazy, dismissed. Okay, women are dismissed a lot, and she cried out for help. Again, help me, okay, and was dismissed, and ultimately it's led to this point in her life. Now, what's interesting is her Uranus is at 6 degrees of Capricorn and his is at 5 degrees of Cancer. They are definitely going to lead the way, revolutionize with the changes that will eventually be put into place with modern medicine. with how easy it is for them to throw medicine to people and not actually get to the root of the problem. You know, so many people are misdiagnosed. So many people just get medicine thrown at them, and then it causes even more issues. And that's another reason why I went with her having the sun in the 12th house, specifically because it rules mental health. Like, she has been in a mental institution. That is something that can come up with the 12th house. Jail, isolation, different things like that, okay? It's not always, but sometimes that is. And she's got a son, like, South Node. Like, it's going to be the past. This is something from the past coming back around. She's definitely meant to be doing this with him because they have way too many past life dots in the equation. This is something that their souls agreed to prior to actually coming into this earth. Also makes sense as to why he has such caring, such passionate, such drive to get to the bottom of what's truly going on. So I did want to pull the chart for the eclipse that we had specifically today. And as you can see, this is affecting her on a soul level. So over the next 6 months, we're really going to see him too, okay? Because it was conjunct his Pluto. Like, there could even be, you know, a different foundation laid within the law on how we proceed and deal with different cases in the work that he is doing. Now, I do feel that there is going to be a lot of change, specifically with postpartum medicine, mental health, and she's going to be kind of like the front runner of that change. And if she's not the front runner of that change, she's going to be the one that inspires. So that's what I mean by like the front runner. If she's not the one that's actually doing it, because I don't know that I could actually, you know, be the change. And then again, maybe I could if I was in that situation. I do feel that they definitely agreed to coming together in this life so he could help her through this point in time. Now, I do want to make note real quick. He just had his nodal return probably 6 to 8 months ago, okay? Because his south node is 19 degrees. And then hers is going to be at 7. So she will not have her nodal return for another year. So this was fated. You know, both of their nodes were aspected for them to step into this role and serve out their purpose, helping one another in this life. And I'm pretty sure I said this, but I do feel that they were siblings in a past life. So anyway, let me know what you think. Have you put together any interesting connections with their charts or anything that you've seen? Drop a comment below.